Let's get our angle set up. Get some throwing as usual. Our first challenge is don't miss. What am I gonna do today? What kind of challenges? What kind of challenges today? We have the pumpkin. Maybe we'll chop up this pumpkin today. Maybe we'll chop the pumpkin today. But to start, we're gonna just throw some axe, get our shoulders nice and loose. We pinned a bunch of cans yesterday, and I think we'll try and pin a few more today, just because I have so many cans in my bucket here of like drinks from parties and all that to throw through. Otherwise, they just stay out here way too long. That's some opposite arm, nice. And do a Western throw, fun style here. There we go. The handle's supposed to fall out on this one if you watched that specific one. Man, I'm tired though. This is day 3 coming back to my workout routine after the holidays, and I've been like sleeping in a lot. I feel like I'm like very tired, you know? Let's do an underhand. There we go. Feeling good though. Feeling strong. I feel a little under the weather. But we're just throwing right now. So far, we haven't missed. So that means I'm going to miss now because I said that. It's a nice casual throw there. We're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff today. I actually want to talk a lot about Avengers Doomsday, something I'm thinking about a lot. And check the chat, see if anyone's with us. We had nobody yet. We're just chilling, solo throwing. Still haven't missed. Let's keep it going. We'll even get dicey. Let's do 2 at a time. Let's do double underhand. Oh, we missed. There goes the combo. There goes the combo. Our goal is to get a good sweat going and maintain that sweating throughout the stream. And right now, we're just casually throwing. Let's get our 20 in a row. How about that? Let's do that right now. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we get another axe over here? Ah, we hit the dead spot. Right here's like a dead spot of wood. It's like chunks out in like cubes. It's not like it's not ideal for throwing right here. It's very like, you can see the crevasse it's making. I really want to get my hands on some sequoia wood to throw at, because sequoia is my favorite tree. I don't think I've ever thrown at it. So this is pine, maybe some walnut here. Hard to tell after all these throws. But we're going for 20 in a row. Oh, again. See that hard part? That was point blank. But this axe is actually kind of dull. Right here, it just doesn't go in. But I want to throw an axe there because we need to get the other 14 knives in the log. So it's spatial awareness. It's going to be needed. Going to have to use that. But we could probably fit all 20 on one log if we get lucky with their spacing. Let's start with the opposite. Can we get one more in there? There we go. And I've still got 3 left. Perfect. All right. Now we're gonna move on to some throwing knives. There we go. Grab 2 more here. We're just doing half spin, the easiest throwing technique. Let's grab a big handful. We'll just kind of pepper them in. Ideally, we won't hit the other ones. Ah, failure. All right, we're aiming high there. There it is. There we go. So we missed a few. Was that 20? I grabbed 20 out of my bag. Got 4. That's 8. This is going to be 12. This is 14. And then 6 axes. Well, so that's our 20. So that's our goal, is to get all 20 of these. I'm going to move this box. So we got 14 knives, 6 axes, 20 in a row. That's our goal right now. Really about knowing where to throw them. It's not just about sticking them randomly. You got to have good placements. You got to have space for all of them. And you also got to throw each one hard so the vibrations aren't going to knock them out. Ooh, rough start. 20 in a row is like a very good classic amount. See if we got any homies here. Got 11 people. We're going for 20 in a row, folks. There's our first 3. The axes are always a little easier. Oh, right as I say that. But yeah, we got a good stream. Every like on the stream, it's gonna make me do a push-up. So keep liking. And 20 likes is a backflip in the grass. So if you want to see me do a backflip, all you gotta do is double tap that screen and you would be 5% of the contribution. Right now we're going for 20 in a row. So let's do it right here. Ah, we over rotated. Having a bad start with the axes. But we're gonna run it back right now. If you guys want to see me pin a can, I can do that too. There's a good throw. I don't know if we can fit any more up there. We'll have to see. I'll put 1 right there. But we need space for the knife to throw too. Go for the low log. All right, so now we're on to knives. We have 14 to get our 20 in a row. We're doing half spin. You can see we're filling up quick. So I have to be accurate. Oh, see that one? That one went in, but it fell out because we were too soft on the throw. But we had a good run there. Let's see, we only had 5 more, so we were at 15 for that run. If you guys got a challenge for me, throw it in the chat. Right now, we're just doing 20 in a row. Anything goes. If it sticks to chips. We've been getting back into our streaming here. Lots of fun here. Always down to chop it up, literally. Hang out with you guys on the stream. This is my daily workout. So I used to do this just for fun, not streaming. And I was like, you know what, let me throw it on the stream. And ever since the channel's been growing, and it's been inspiring for me to try harder challenges. Oh, like 20 in a row. So let's check the chat real quick. How we doing, everyone? We got 5 people. Very good. All right, let's get this 20. It's gonna come down to space. We just gotta have good space. If we can put 5 axes, if we can put 4 axes up there, we're in a good spot. So this one's clutch. Ah, didn't go in. See, the wood here is very dense. And even with my sharpest blade, it just falls right out. So we gotta play the left side more. We're gonna get our 20. So there's a little bit of RNG. There's a really good 4. Avoid the bad side of the log there. Ooh, ooh, those were dicey. And now we're on to our 14 knives. Bullseye. The trick is to start throwing low, so you can always throw higher above them without hitting each other. Ah, dang, I tried to speed up the rhythm there. You see that? Costed me the challenge. But we'll get this. We get 20 in a row every stream. Usually the warm-up challenge, but I think the other day we did 30, 32 in a row to start out the stream. So we had a no miss challenge, which was always our first challenge. First challenge is don't miss. We did that. And we got all the way up to 32 in a row, axes and knives. So we know it's in there. But it's different when you throw them all while they're still in the log, as opposed to throwing one and picking it up every time. So let's see, we gotta get 4 at least. Ah, this low log is always tricky. It's a different angle, so I need to let it rotate more. It's gotta over rotate. But where's everyone from? Welcome to Danger's Edge. Hope you enjoy axe and knife throwing as much as we do. Let's start with the low guy. We need 2 in here. Those are crazy placements. Now we're off to the races with our half spin knife throws. All right, we're getting there. I got one more handful to hit 20. I'm starting to get a good sweat going. We got to pick our placements. We don't want to clash. Ah, hard to choose. 3 more. One more. There we go. 20 in a row. Woo! That was a good one. I try to keep speed, keep that rhythm, you know? But there we go. 20 in a row. We got 4 likes. 4 likes means 4 push-ups. We're going to do our push-ups once we hit 10. And at 20, we're going to do a backflip in the grass. 25, we'll throw it the pumpkin. We'll blow it up. So double tap that screen if you want to see me blow up a pumpkin or do a backflip. Whew, that was a good warm-up. So I've been thinking a lot about Avengers Doomsday. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the next big Marvel thing? I think the next one's actually Spider-Man, Brand New Day, which I'm not really interested in right now. I feel like, I mean, if you think about it, Spider-Man has already had what, 8 solo films? If you think of all the Spider-Mans, and then 2 Into the Spider-Verse, and another one coming out. So that's gonna be what, like 11 solo Spider-Man films. It's just too much. I really like the Avengers ones. I don't think they've made a bad Avengers movie yet, you know. But I never cared for the Tom Holland solo Spider-Man films. I really liked the Andrew Garfield and Sam Raimi. Those ones were really good solo Spider-Man films. But I didn't really like the Tom Holland ones. I think I was just Spider-Man fatigue at that point. Kind of lost interest in the character, but I actually really liked him in the Avengers and Civil War movies. So not looking forward to that one too much. I think I think I'm Tom Holland out, you know. We've had a lot of him in recent years. So we're gonna pin the can now. We're gonna throw a knife and we're gonna stick a can into the log. We're gonna use one of my lightning bolts. And here's our can. So we're gonna do half spin to start, something basic, just like that. As the can falls, we're gonna stick it into the wood. And the hardest part about this is actually throwing the can, because the can's got to be like right in front of the log. So the trick is to focus on the can. Don't focus on the arm with that throwing the knife. You've done that 1,000 times. So here we go. First try. See, that was a bad can throw. Didn't even make it to the log. So we got to throw higher up. Sometimes it helps to throw and try and bounce it off of the top of the log. That way you can guarantee it's at the spot. So here we go. Again, the can did not go all the way to the log. But I have been a fan of all the Avengers and Marvel all the way up until probably the end of the Infinity Saga, and then I kind of teetered off like everyone. I think I like. For me, I'm tired of origin stories. I'm tired of seeing everyone's standalone film where they fight someone very similar to their powers. It's just I want more big ensemble. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good attempt. Yesterday we did 4 can pins, 3 different throwing styles. Oh man, those last 2 were it. I've done a couple back-to-back can pins in my day. I've done first try can pins, so I know it's coming. Oh, that was so clean. Oh, that was a clean one. Wow, that is beautiful. That was dead center of the can. Perfect knife, very level throw. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row. Every time you get one, you get a chance at 2 in a row. So let's freaking get this right here. Wow. That was really close. Wow, that was like one of my sharpest can pins right there. Oh, that was beautiful. That, I'll take you guys in to see if be curious what victory looks like. Grab you guys. Check out that. Do it blindfolded. Ooh. Wow, look at that. I'm actually stoked on that one. Right in the middle too. And that's really in there. That shit is that's a great throw. Remember guys, every like you do is a push-up I have to do. So if we get 20 likes, we'll do a backflip in the grass right here. Now blindfolded. Ooh. Um Trainer Rect CS. Do you mean blindfolded can pin or just a blindfolded throw into the log? Because to answer your question, we can do it behind the back like this. It's not that hard. This is like, blindfolded to a degree. This is like the easy way to do it. But I can't tell. Sounds like it's over rotating. If you go watch our shorts on Instagram or YouTube, you can see me do this kind of blind throw, 2 in a row, up, down, within like a second of each other. There you go. Oh, wrong log, so we gotta go more straight. I'm over rotated probably. I want to get one clean on this log, but we did one on accident a little to the side. So let's see if we can get a clean blind throw. I don't really have a blindfold. I think that over rotated, so here we go. Yeah, there it is. Found it. Ah. But as you can see, it's not that bad. It's just a little bit of like figuring out your space and memorizing it. That's supposed to happen. Nice. Why not both? That's a good point. So we did do the behind the back. Yeah, blindfold. I don't know. I could try it like this. Just gotta remember. See, I throw from this distance so much that I think muscle memory will take over. Behind the back is like, I guess, different than blindfold. Behind the back, in theory, should be harder. But let's try blindfold. I'll do my hat like this or something. So let me just see where I'm at. That went in. I can tell by the sound. So that's not that bad. It's literally like, I don't know, trying to jump rope blindfolded. It's like once you have your distances and stuff, it's really not that hard. And that's why I like axe and knife throwing. It's not that hard, you know? It's more of like it can be as hard as you want it to be by making yourself have challenges or missing a bunch. But yeah, it's really fun. Like I think can pins are like a really fun way to enjoy the hobby. If you watch some of our long form, you'll see what we're really about. We like to go into the wilderness and throw. So go check out our long form videos of Yosemite and our long form videos of Perfect Days. That's the name of it. And those are some of our, oh, that's a weird stick. Those are some of our long form that showcase what we really want to do is throw in the wilderness. Really fun. Muscle memory every time. Oh yeah. We got 53 people, 5 likes. Every like is a push-up I have to do. 20 likes, I'm gonna do a backflip in the grass right here. And 25 likes, double tap that screen for 25 likes, and we're gonna blow up this pumpkin. We're gonna carve it using axes and knives and throwing them. So lots of fun here on the channel. It's always a great time. We just pinned this can, a beautiful half spin right in the center of the log. That thing is in there. It's not going anywhere. So yeah, what challenges should we do next? You know? We can do multiples. Let's do some multiples. Who likes math? We can do 2 axes at once. We'll do underhand. Just like this. Boom. And while we're at it, let's grab some lightning bolts here. We can do a double half spin. So we're gonna layer them. Ooh, one fell out. One fell out. Yeah, we do a lot here on the channel. We mountain bike, we do skateboarding, cliff jumping, but mostly axe and knife throwing is what we like to do for streaming. It's just a very stream. It's easy to stream. I can stand here and talk to you while I'm doing it, you know? There's 2 for you guys, 2 to make it true. Let's switch hands. And then let's go behind the back. I don't know if I have room. Oh wait, I don't want to hit my own axe. But you guys know I'm good for it. We can try and pin another can. That one was pretty quick. Probably like under 10 tries. Dead center. So keep those likes coming in if you want to make me do push-ups or backflips. You guys want me to talk about something? Just throw it in the chat. Give me a topic. I can show you guys some different knife throwing techniques. So here's one. It's called full spin, exactly as it sounds. I'm gonna hold it like this. Oh, we are right into the can. Wow, I'll show you guys that. I actually just full spinned right into the can we used. So that's full spin. You're holding the blade. Oh, we got the bounce back. Always be ready for the bounce back. So there's a full spin. Now half spin, we're gonna hold the blade. We call this TV remote, like your thumb's on top. Trying to find something good on the show. There you go. And then no spin. This is the coolest knife throwing technique. You're gonna hold it like this, like you're number one. And as you throw the knife, you're gonna release higher up and you're gonna push on that ridge and it's gonna float through the air and tip over 90 degrees. So this is the no spin technique. Well, that was it, but I actually threw too high. I just have to grab those to show you. But we throw all sorts of techniques here. We pin cans. That's so funny. We got two in that can now. Double kill, double tap. That's a clean no spin. Super fun. Super fun. Soup, bro. Oh, what's up, Pollywog? You're back. Can you do a machete? Ian, I got you. 1 second, fam. 1 second. I don't know how you knew, but I'm always ready for machete. This is my machete here. This is a full spin. Ooh, a little bit of a different distance. Usually it spins pretty quick. Let's see. There we go. Wobble, wobble, wobble. I don't know if you can see that log very well. Yeah, the machete's fun. It's like the only thing I throw that has a live blade, which means it's sharp here. So that's something to think about when throwing. If you throw from 10 feet or farther away, you have ample reaction time in case there's a bounce back. You can see, like, once you get good at throwing, everything's on the menu. Lots of fun. We've pinned cans with this machete as well. We can even throw underhand. We're gonna grab it like this. It's a different way to throw. Look at that. They just touch tips. I want to go show you guys this can pin. Because we pinned the can, then I accidentally threw another knife at it. So we actually double tapped that. And you can see this. Wobble, wobble, wobble. That thing is in there. That's a curved machete. Watch out. That's a bouncer. Yeah. I know. I don't really throw it too much anymore. It never really bounces too far back, which is nice. It depends on a lot of factors. And once you get good at throwing, you kind of have an eye even before you hit the log if it's coming back. Most bounce backs, if you ever throwing anything, it's going to bounce back if it hits this top part of the log. So it's coming, it hits this corner. That's the most likely bounce back you're going to get. So we'll save the machete. We'll chop up the pumpkin with it, but I don't really feel like throwing it too much right now. We'll stick to throwing knives and axes. There's another no spin. Let's do another can. We got a bunch of new people here. How about we pin this can to the log? We already got a bullseye here with that one. So that was half spin. Should we do full spin? Full spin's another knife throwing technique. We just did it with the machete, just like that. Now this one, see, this is interesting. See how it's pointing down? Whenever you're throwing multiple knives or axes, you can read the last one you threw. So this one tells me extend my arm more, so that way it comes in more straight. So you can learn from your throws and adjust on the fly so you never have to miss. So now I'm gonna extend more. Oh, did the exact same angle. So let's see if we can get a clean full spin. And then we'll pin this can full spin since we already did half spin. So let's give it a bit more extension. There it is. That's a nice vertical copy paste. Same height as this one too, pretty much. Look at that, a little lower. So now if we're trying to pin this can, what we need to do is focus on the can. We know how to throw the knife. And there's only so much mental RAM you can put into pinning a can. And you don't want to waste that thinking about how to throw the knife. So let's see. I'll try and pin it on this log because this one, my body kind of blocks. Unless I move the angle. Let me check the angle real quick, guys. Again, every like is a push-up I gotta do. Steel pencil probably better for throwing than the cross bolt. Steel pencil probably better for throwing than a cross bolt. You're gonna have to explain. I don't know what the terminology is for those. But we'll try and full spin this log. Let's do that. It's always fun to play around the other cans you got, so let's see if we can get this. Oh, we already hit the can. That's a good calibration right there. That was really good calibration. So now we just need to take it home. Oh, again. So those were two very convincing starts. You know, we're making contact. It's right next to the log. I think my rotation's a little off. That one came in early. So here we go. Oh, that was not a good can throw. Can's feeling a little light. So what I'm going to do is put another little sliver of rock in there just so the wind, you know, it's already hard enough to throw the can. I don't need the wind and all that. Oh, man. Yeah, we're close. Full spin's feeling good today. You were talking about we were talking about Avengers Doomsday too. Sometimes it's sometimes I gotta go focus mode here. So here we go. Oh man, we're throwing good today. Can you guys hear that ambulance? All right, guys, right here. Full spin. This is my call to stream. You get one per stream. I'm calling a full spin can pin right now. Oh, that was our closest. That felt so good. That felt like I knew exactly what I was doing. So let's use that energy. Let's knock this out. Oh man. I'm gonna get focused. So pardon me, guys. I'm gonna knock this out for you. That was a bad can throw. But it's great. It's a great hobby. Check out our long form. Give us a like. Give us a sub. That was a good throw, but look, the can didn't even go in front of the log. I doomed myself. Doomsday. I'm gonna give it like 3 more tries, and then I'll check the chat. Here we go. Right here. Mm. I was thinking about the knife throw. I wasn't thinking about the can. Again, you always gotta think about the can. Don't think about the knife. Here we go. Oh man. We're throwing really good full spins. Can't be mad at that. You also gotta like follow through with the can throw. You don't want to just like quickly do it. Jeez, so close. Wow, we are circling our prey. Every throw is so close. Every throw. I think full spin's one of my harder throws for pinning. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my man. What's that from? Don't remember. It's a quote from something. I'll check the chat. We got 73 people, 12 likes. Construction nails, always cheap and ready for throwing. Marvel all day, baby. That's right. Cold Steel makes something called steel pencil. Not expensive. They're exactly what they sound like. Oh, interesting. Yeah, these are my favorite throwing knives. Is the Cold Steel Sureflight 12-inch. I think this is just like a perfect shape for all throw types. Man, we're like a little bit off each time, but when you're this close every try, you're probably just gonna get it randomly. So we just gotta. It's a numbers game. I'm feeling this next one. Something just awoke in me right here, guys. I found it. I found it. Oh, he's all talk. He's all talk, folks. He may say words, but that's all he's got. Oh man, this full spin's taking us for a ride, but it only takes one good try. And as long as we're sticking our full spins every try like this, I'm not even worried. I'm only worried about making sure you guys are enjoying the show. Oh, geez, that was so clean. Yeah, Avengers Doomsday, really excited about it. Feel like, see, I don't go to the movies that much, not because I can't, but because my standard for like what's a movie theater experience is really high. Trying to think, the last movie I saw in theaters was actually the Stranger Things finale. I saw that in theaters, so not really, kind of a movie, kind of a movie. Dang, we're being teased by this. Our rocks fell out, so we got to put a few rocks in here just to give us some weight. With more weight, you can control the throw better. Again, we are just beating this can up. But you notice how we aren't hitting the other one. Good accuracy all around. Ah, that time the can was over here. It wasn't even at the log. But we're gonna get it, folks. Remember, every like is a push-up I have to do. 20 likes is a backflip in the grass. So you have the power to decide what I'm doing. We're gonna get back to some axes after this. That's why throwing can pins can be first try, could be 20 tries, could be an hour. Oh man. It's really just a can throw. I am like throwing a knife real good. Right here for Polywog. But we're gonna get it. One thing I want to do is behind the back can pin. I'm getting out. I'm losing focus here. I need to grab focus. So I'm gonna give it 3 nonverbal, and I'll check the chat. You hit it. We're gonna give it 3 tries, and then I'll check the chat. So give me a challenge. Give me a challenge. I'm tracking the knife really well, or the can. But where is the sweet, sweet victory? That's the big question, folks. Oh. All right, I said 3, but I'm gonna give it a few more because I feel like it's right there. I'm like in the sweet spot. Can pin right here, full spin. Oh, I hate that when you throw it like off map. It's just like you're doomed before you even had a chance. We hit the can. Man, this full spin is getting us. It's maybe been like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of trying to get this one. I'd be more like upset if I was throwing bad, but I'm throwing like great. Sometimes sometimes the journey is the fun part. Right here. Let's get it. Jeez. We're popping it away now. All right, I'll check the chat after this one, I promise. I'm just kidding. I'm having too much fun here. Yeah, there we go. Full spin, baby. Full spin, baby. And what's good about that too is like, look, the knife is level. We love that. Also, it's not in the center of the log, which tells me I threw the can really poorly, but I was able to like react to it, which to me is like almost cooler than throwing the can good and then sticking it. So there we go. We got our full spin. I'll bring you guys in while I check the chat. We got 17 likes, three more, and we can do a backflip. Nutty full spin. Yeah, she almost went off the edge here. I caught it just in time. This thing's good. This thing's good. So we got some trophies. That's what we call our logs. Yeah, wait, I think a kid said TGAT after he kissed Elaine in Seinfeld. Seinfeld. Oh man, I'm trying to think about what you're talking about. I'm stoked on that, guys. We just need three more likes. 3 likes for a backflip in the grass. But right now, I owe you guys some push-ups. I owe you 17 push-ups. And look at that. We got a full spin can pin. We got a half spin can pin. Now we got to do no spin to get all 3 techniques. So we're going to run it back. I'm going to give you guys some push-ups because I owe you push-ups per like. And at 20 likes, we're going to do a backflip in the grass. So if you want to see me do a backflip, I could fall on my face. It could be funny. Let me set up our angle here. Nutty full spin indeed. Thanks for hanging out, guys. So I gotta do 17 push-ups. Do you think I can do them all in one push? Let's get the. All right, here we go. I don't even know if I can do 17 in one go. That's like quite exhausting. I'll start with 10. If I'm feeling good at 10, I'll go for the last 7. So here we go. Ten. Woo. All right, sorry. I owe you guys 7 more. One push-up per like. At 20 likes, we do a backflip. 25 likes, we're gonna throw an axe and knives through this pumpkin. At 25 likes, so double tap that screen and let's blow this up together. I owe you 7 more push-ups. I might wait till we're at 20 just to do them in blocks of 10. But someone in the comments, let me know, when I do push-ups, should I be holding my breath? When do I exhale? When do I inhale? Because I'm holding my breath. I'm like, I don't think that's the best technique. So I'm gonna get a sip of water, a sip of coffee, then we'll just chuck some axe, and then we'll get back to can pins after a break. Last stream, I was doing some skateboarding too. Did a kick flip and a varial heel flip for Polywog in the chat. My inspiration, kicking it with me. Love it. This coffee is a Christmas gift coffee. It was a Star Wars themed coffee called Twin Sun Tiramisu. And I throw a little almond milk in here, and that's my go juice. Good stuff. So I'll throw some axe here, and then I'm gonna check the chat again. And remember, 20 likes, we do a backflip in the grass. 25 likes, we blow up the pumpkin. Every like is a push up. So let's axe around a bit. You know, it's really easy to get into axe and knife throwing like this. If you're like me, you like unorthodox workouts. You like to work out where you're progressing at certain skills you appreciate, and you like shit that's free. So I get these logs on Facebook Marketplace. It's a great place to just pick up some logs for free because people get trees chopped down. They don't know what to do with the wood. Oh man, a dead spot. There we go. Yeah, so I get all these on Marketplace. I check like once a month, maybe. I'll just type in free. I'll type in wood. I'll type in logs, and I'm looking for ones about this size because you could throw at smaller ones, and obviously it's harder, but they also crack easier. Like if you're throwing an axe at like a log this big, it's gonna break really quick. But one like this, I've thrown thousands of knives and axes at these, and then I flip them over and I throw it the other side. So it really is endless fun. It's a cheap hobby. It's really fun, rewarding exercise too. Highly recommend. If you're looking for anything related to it, axes, knives, merch, Danger's Edge, we got you covered. Teach you all the techniques. It's a great time. It's a great time. Let's do a double rotation. So I'm going to go back here. We're just going to spin it twice. Boom. It's just like that. You just huck stuff. You get some muscle. It's a great way to spend your life. Great way to spend your life. We need one like for a backflip in the grass. We're at 19. 19. So keep it up, guys. Let's throw some more knives. I got a handful here. This is like 4 different brands worth of knives. They're all about 10-inch to 12-inch. Let's do a no spin. See how our no spin feels right now. There we go. Let's do this low guy. I like throwing at this little guy because it's a different rotation. It's overspun on purpose. Ugh, that one was weird. That one was weird. So we're over rotating too much. Still, wow. Let's dial it back a bit. Oh, failure. Oh, failure. Whoa, that was crazy. That last knife, I threw it, it hit this one and stuck into this log. A little bit of a movie magic there. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at like this roster of all the movies coming out this year, and it looks pretty good. A lot of good movies coming out. I think I'm excited for what Marvel has to offer. There's another Godzilla minus zero. Um, this last like Christmas season, me and my family watched a lot of Godzilla movies. It was just kind of like the vibe for some reason, and it was a great time. It was a great time. I think my favorite ones are Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of Monsters, and Godzilla X Kong. In terms of like the more recent universe they're making, great films all around. Had a great time watching them. It's really hard to watch a lot of them at once though, because I get so tired of hearing Kong and Godzilla yell at each other. Especially if your volume's up, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get a migraine. So you can't really watch a marathon of them. We were doing maybe like one a day for like a week. Got some axes here too. I gotta store my axes somewhere else. They're kind of getting in my way down here. 20 likes, that's all we need for a backflip in the grass. I'm excited too because I backflip every day, but I took 20 days off around the holidays because I was on a trip to see my family. And 2 days ago, I just like reclaimed them. So I got back into doing my backflips, but I haven't done one yesterday or today. So I'm curious of how that's going to go. It's always different. It's always different throwing your body in the air. Still got our can pins up here. Love to see them. Little reminders. Remember, guys, it's called a can pin, not a can't pin. So you got to believe. It's a big part of it. We got 61 people, 19 likes. Once we get that last like, we'll do 10 push-ups on the backflip to celebrate. Right now, we're just chucking for fun, having some conversation. That's a crazy stick. Crazy stick. We'll do opposite hand right between them. That's a crazy stick too. It like tilted it. Yeah, so the goal of these streams, there's like 5 goals. The first goal is to constantly be throwing, nonstop throwing for a workout, because I am trying to constantly work out and be stronger, and it takes, the older you get, the more it takes to really see improvement on your body. So it's a constant battle, nonstop throwing. That's the goal. Another goal of the stream is to build this brand. Danger's Edge is a brand all about living on the edge of danger, putting yourself out there, getting hurt sometimes, learning your lessons, pushing your limits. That's what we're all about. We go big on the mountain bikes. I do skateboarding and scootering. We do axe and knife throwing. And and backflips where we can. That's what it's all about. So I'm gonna take a second here. We just need one more like for a backflip in the grass, guys. So keep those likes coming in. Then we're gonna do the pumpkin explosion if we hit 25 likes. Yeah, I'd say I'm not like the biggest movie buff, but I do enjoy movies. I don't think anyone can not enjoy movies. Do you know anyone who's like they hate the idea of film? Maybe back in like the 40s or whenever a film was created, there were some naysayers, but it's just too awesome. It's too awesome to like to go and create all that. I was actually in a short film as a stuntman a few months ago, so that was really cool. They needed me to do some stunt work, so and I know a bunch of people in the industry who work as stuntmen, you know. So it's cool to be around the hype. Let's throw the machete again. I got some cobweb on it. A little low. We kind of missed. I think it's more in the bottom log than it is the top. So let's give this another huck. Let's huck this guy again. There it is. Wobble wobble. Whew. Let's check the chat. How we all doing? How y'all doing? Oh, we got our 20 likes. We got our 20 likes, guys. So we're gonna do a backflip in the grass. Hell yeah. Just gonna sit here and chat with you guys for a second before I do that. Because usually when I'm doing axe and knife throwing, it's all upper body. Backflips are like all lower body, so I need to actually like stretch and do some jumps beforehand to get ready. But if you want to see a backflip, put the recycle emoji in the chat and then I'll do it. That'll be my initiation. Now you've unlocked it, but now you need to like it's like you downloaded the backflip, but now you need to install it. And that's just the recycle emoji. Or you can say backflip. I'm just curious if anyone wants to see it or if you guys accidentally got to 20 likes, like someone sneezed and double tapped. But I owe 10 push-ups first. So let's do the 10 push-ups for the 10 likes we just got. And when I come back, we'll see if we have the recycle emoji for our backflip. So here we go, 10 more push-ups. I love doing these streams where you guys hold me to it. You guys are my accountability partners for pushing my limits, pushing my workouts even farther. Otherwise, it would have been like a short 30-minute stream, but I enjoy the company. All right. So we're at 20 push-ups. Woo. Yeah. I need to take a second. I've been entertaining, I've been throwing, I've been doing push-ups. Yeah, it's a full-time job. Fun stuff. But yeah, check out our channel, guys. This is the practice. If you go check out our long form, check out the Yosemite Remastered Edition or the Perfect Days video I recommend. Those two are like the vision that we have of doing like wilderness axe and knife throwing. And I've edited those, we filmed them, and it's just a really great experience. And I'd love to make more of that content, but sadly, it doesn't do as well as live streaming or shorts. But we have a lot of amazing stuff. We have a video coming out that has never been done before, axe and knife throwing in a way that you wouldn't expect. And I just have to get down and edit that. But I work from home as an editor. So I'm like, I get off work and I'm like still in the chair. I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna edit my own stuff. And it's like a hard balance between editing the stuff you do and doing the stuff you do. So that's the balance I'm trying to strike. Right now I'm doing a lot of data management of like, here's all the footage we filmed. How do we present that? How do we organize it? Where does it go after we organize it? It's a lot of sitting at a computer waiting for stuff to transfer and download. So that's the boring side of it. But the fun side is that we're here getting our workout, doing our stuff. I owe you guys a backflip. I just need to see the recycle emoji in the chat and we'll launch right into it. And then if you want to see another can pin, we haven't done a no spin can pin. So one of the techniques that I love to do. We just haven't done that with a can pin today. Sometimes it can be really hard. Sometimes it can be really easy to pin, no spin. So that's kind of what's on the docket. More can pins, more flips, and then we can even do some skateboarding if you want to see a kick flip or a tray flip. Let me know. We'll do it right here after these workouts. I just go here, do my leg workout, and I usually end with 3 backflips for my leg or like dexterity and mental fortitude. Let me check the chat. How we doing? All right, we have no recycle emoji yet, but I think we're gonna hop into our backflip because we're almost at the hour mark. So here we go, guys. We're gonna do a backflip in the grass. Let me just set up my station. Let's set up our station here. So yeah, I love doing backflips. I think that they're a great way to keep yourself fit and your mind focused. We're gonna do a few steps before we launch. First thing I'm gonna do is take off what I can, make myself lighter, more agile. I haven't done a flip on stream in about a month or so, so this will be my return to on stream. I'm gonna start with just some stretches. I know, boring. The stream is as much for me as it is for you guys. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't pull anything. I feel like I got good hops right now. You see my jumps. I think everyone should try the backflip. I have to say the easiest way to do it is to do it in the water off like a dock or a diving board. Then take it to trampolines, then take it to sand, then take it to grass, and then do it on a bed of nails. So we're just stretching right now, getting ready for our backflip. We're gonna do it within the next 2 minutes. Gotta remember my form. You have to commit to the concept of doing it before you even start doing it. So I think we're ready. I think we're ready for a backflip. I'm just gonna check the chat real quick, see if you guys are saying anything, and then we're gonna hop into our backflip right now. Let's check the chat. How we doing, fam? Here we go. We're gonna backflip right here within the minute, within this very minute. This one's for Polywog. Holding it down in the chat. Your favorite knife thrower's favorite knife thrower. Okay, now I need to take my breath, fortify my mind to committing to whatever's gonna happen, even though it could go bad, it could go good. Also check your landing. Make sure there's no chunks of metal from the log that we're gonna flip onto. Okay. And now we're ready. Here we go. All right, fortitude moment of breath. Whoa. I was a little under rotated. Yeah, my legs. You can tell if you're sore or not by after you land it, how they feel. And they were like, what was that? So probably should have done like some jump rope before. But we landed what, one hand, kind of like superhero pose. So not a bad first flip. Definitely a little rusty. In case you guys are curious, I am 31 years old. I weigh about 180. So that's like, and I'm 5'11. So maybe that data is interesting to you if you're trying to do flips. But it really comes down to what I messed up there was that I did not, when I throw my arms down, I need to make fists. And when I throw my hands as fists up, there's like more weight that I use to get launched. So that I messed up on. And the other thing is I did not try and grab my knees. Because when you grab your knees, you don't jump way back. You kind of jump up and rotate like so your head goes to where your butt was. So I'm gonna give it a second just to shake out the rust from the first try. And we're gonna go for another backflip. But this time we're gonna land it feet only. You know, on a good day, I land like this. But since I'm trying to get them back, I've been landing like superhero pose, a little under rotated. So I'm just stretching out right now so we have a better launch. I'll check the chat before I launch off again. And then if you guys are down, we'll get back to some knife throwing. All right, let's check the chat. How we doing, everyone? Idiot. So simple. You talk too much, fool. I don't know. I feel like it's all right. To me, it's like, you have your days where your flips are good, they're bad, and it all comes down to at least you tried it. That's the part that I care about. It's the mental fortitude of like committing to something. And it translates to all other parts of my life, which I'm really stoked on. So, yeah, we're going to give it a round two right now. We're going to stretch. I'm really talking a lot to buy myself a little time because I don't want to rush into the second one, you know? But here we go. This one's for, what's his name? Let's see. This one's for you, Eric. If you're still here, Eric, let's get this flip on. I'm going to try and do a nice clean one. All right, here we go. Time to mentally fortitude, and then we're going to flip. That one felt really good. Guess I'm just under rotating. What do you guys think? What do you think was the error there? I don't know, but I could give it another one. Not my best flip there. I feel like I'm maybe not jumping as high, or am I not spinning fast enough? It's hard to tell when you're doing it because it all happens like, you know, some days the ground is just comes up quicker than before. But I think I got another one in me. I got another one in me. I think also my feet are too wide. I need my feet closer. So it's almost like I'm jumping off one big foot. When you're wider, I feel like it's different. So we're gonna give it another one. What do you guys think? Almost, right? All right, Eric. This one's for you, buddy. This one's for Eric. I'm feeling better. Like, see, when I came back from my break, it's the mental fortitude where I'd stand here and I'd be like afraid to commit. But now I'm back to that point where I don't even think about if I'm committing. I know I'm committing. I just don't know if I'm gonna do it. And that's the part where I'm like proud of myself, where I'm like, you're at where you need to be. You don't have to land it every time. You just have to try it every time. So here we go. We're gonna jump higher up, grab our knees. We're gonna throw up closed fists, not open, and we're gonna really try and get more jump out of our knees. These 31-year-old knees. All right, here we go, Eric. Eric, I want you to rate this one out of 10, okay? And I want you to be brutally honest. Imagine it's your birthday and you hire me to do a backflip. All right, here we go. Fortify the mind right here. Feet together. Here we go. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Eric. That was for you, buddy. Yes. I felt really good. I felt like was like everything happened when it was supposed to. Sometimes I jump before I lean back. Sometimes I lean back and jump weird. That one was clean. Like I said, only feet. Nice snap. There's a lizard on the wall back there. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. I'm happy with that one. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, dude, that's what I was looking for. That's the sweet victory of fortitude. You want to see some knife throwing, Eric? Okay, I can get more throwing in. Let me set up. But we did our flip at 20 likes. So now we're gonna set up our throw station again. We got that pumpkin there. Yeah, thanks, Eric. I actually was really motivated by you being there. Now your turn was fast. Yeah, it's just like that rust. The first few tries. I'm gonna get some water first. Eric, you ever do any flips? What do you do for fun, man? Woo! Yes. Sounds like my best flip in months. And now that I know it's in there, it's like tomorrow's is gonna be even stronger. I'll probably stream tomorrow too, same time-ish. Um, just trying to stay streaming because when I stream, I work out harder and I want to be stronger, you know? I want to be the best version of myself. So I put my socks on right now. So stoked on that. That was such a great flip. Can't wait to watch that one later and see. Yeah, I just felt like I think I'm so focused on the flip sometimes I don't actually jump. You know what I mean? And yeah, you just gotta get that good jump. I'm gonna grab this stuff and I'll check the chat. I kind of want to do a can pin no spin to get a third one on the block. Great stream. We got a couple can pins, did 20 in a row, had some good guests on the chat. We did our backflips. We still have our pumpkin. I don't know if we're gonna get to it today because I'm pretty tired. I think it's not really good to do the pumpkin as a like goal because um I don't know, I get tired and by the end of the stream, the pumpkin's like a 40-minute or 30-minute segment of the show. Don't necessarily need to wait to start that, you know. So let me check the chat real quick. We'll get back to some throwing. Sometimes I do. I am 56 years. Oh, you're 56 years old. Nice, dude. I actually saw a guy on YouTube Shorts who was 60 and he was like, "Today's my birthday." And then he did a standing backflip better than I did. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's never too late to learn a new skill. And in fact, there's certain skills I look forward to learning when I'm older. Exhibit A would be rock climbing. I don't rock climb at all, but it's a lot more safer with the harness, you know, and an inside gym kind of environment that I'm excited to explore that later. Right now, I mountain bike, I skateboard, I axe knife throw, and I do flips. And you know, one day I might not be able to skate or any of that. So do it while I can is kind of the vibe, you know, and do it constantly so that way I can keep it up. Because once you take like a month off of things and come back like flipping, the mind gets scared, it gets weak. So we're back here. We're just past the hour mark. So we're going to do some more casual throwing. We got 5 people, 20 likes. We've had great participation in the stream. Love to see it. Very motivating. So we're just going to have like a bit of a cool down axe throw. You know, let's do some opposite hand. Let's do some opposite hand because we are being very left oriented. I'm a lefty. You can see my left axes have a slant and my right axes have a slant. Which means I'm not throwing over my shoulder entirely. Great stream though. I'm going to try and oh man, it's in there. I wanted to do my skate workout too, but honestly, I'm so exhausted now. So we're just gonna give it a few more throws. Look at those beautiful placements. Beautiful placements. Yeah, check out our long form. Give us a sub. Go check out Perfect Days or the Yosemite video on the channel. I think they might impress you in terms of our capabilities of axe and knife throwing and what we do, you know. It's a beautiful art. It's a beautiful art to us. I'm one of the co-owners of Danger's Edge. My buddy Josh is the other co-owner. He lives in Washington. I'm in California. So we're separated by like 800 miles, sadly, but we used to be neighbors. And you know, we got married to different people and moved far away, you know. But we share the channel and that keeps us close. It's a great time. That's a great time. All right, we're gonna try and get 20. Let's do 10 in a row. We're gonna go for 10 in a row, but they're all gonna be different throw styles, and we're gonna cap the stream there. So 10 in a row, different throws. So let's start out with our Western underhand. Ooh, that's very loose. That might fall out. We'll do overhand. Yep. Okay. I wanted to restart because there's no way I can hit this log and keep this one in. But we're gonna do 10 different throws to end the stream. Let's start with opposite arm. Opposite full spin. We'll go regular full spin. We'll do regular underhand. Then we'll do Western underhand. Oh, busted. This challenge should be relatively easy. We're doing 10 completely different throws in a row as the last challenge for today. So opposite arm full spin. Oh, I think we're rushing. We're rushing, we're tired, we're chatty. I had a Monster Energy drink today, and I'm still feeling like I could run a mile. I mean, I could run a mile probably any day, but I guess today especially. All right, we'll leave that one. Opposite arm, regular arm, underhand. Now we're gonna grab 4 knives. We're gonna do half spin. We're gonna do no spin. Oh, that slipped, dang. Oh, we hit the can again. You see that? We got 3 in this can right here. That's hilarious. So we're going for 10 in a row, all different throwing styles. Every like is a push-up I gotta do. We've already done 20 push-ups, so keep those likes coming. Make me do more push-ups. Right now, we're gonna get our 10 in a row. So overhand, regular. Let's do an underhand. Then we'll do half spin, no spin, full spin. Oh, we hit the knife. Of all the things we hit right here, then we got to restart. We're having more trouble with this challenge than we're expected. Right here, full thing. Let's do it. Full spin, underhand, no spin, half spin, full spin. We're gonna grab another axe. We'll do opposite full spin. Then we'll do Western. Oh, that was a bad choice. That slipped out. So we got what? We got 6 in. Can we do it? We do 10 different throws for Eric. I should probably do more knife throws because the axes are taking up too much space for how much space we have left. Let's grab a, let's get 7 knives. We do 7 different knife throws. We'll start with opposite half spin. Opposite hand half spin. Now regular, full spin. Let's do no spin next. Full spin. Okay, that's 4. That's 4 out of our 10. Now let's go to axes. Let's do our overhand. Let's do our opposite overhand. Oh, all right. I think we found a good challenge for us right now. We're trying to do 10 in a row, all different throws. Remember, every like you guys give is a push up I got to do. I got to think about my 10 different throws. That's the hard part. But I like starting opposite hand. Let's try opposite full spin. We can get one of those to start. Okay, opposite full spin. Opposite half spin. Let's do no spin. That's 3. Half spin. Full spin. So that's 5 in a row. Let's go to our axes. Let's do underhand. Let's do opposite underhand. There we go. Now let's do overhands. Let's do opposite overhand first. Come on, right here. Yes. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We need one more throw that we haven't done yet. Let's do an axe. That's too instinctive. Instinctive. There we go. That's 10 in a row, all different throws, both arms, different weaponry. Let's bring you guys in. Bring you guys in for that one. There we go. So we got 5 on this log, 4 on that, or 3 on that. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this for the thumbnail real quick. There we go. All right, so we got 21 likes. I gotta do one more push-up, but we're gonna call the stream there after this push-up. I'm tired. It's been an hour and a half of nonstop exercising. So we're gonna get our last push-up. We're gonna call the stream. So give us a like, give us a follow, guys. One push-up. Here we go. Boom. That's all I had to do. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be streaming tonight or tomorrow. Welcome to Danger's Edge. Peace out.